ICC issues arrest warrant for Putin, Vladimir, and another important lady, Miss Maria. Welcome to the Insights. I'm your host, Irene. Now, guys, by now we've all seen the controversies around war in Ukraine. It has been more than a year and war is still going on. And one would wonder, why can these two countries sit down and hold peace talks? So ICC, International Criminal Court, came out. All the judges seems like they unanimously voted and judged that Vladimir Putin must be arrested on crimes of humanity. Crimes that usually violate human rights to a greater extent. Most time it is handled by the International Criminal Court, and also several crimes. However, this one specifically interests the whole world, including you that is watching and me, because this is war. Where there's war, we have a lot of destruction of we have loss of lives. We have lost thousands of lives in Ukraine. We have seen so many children and so many women displaced. Most of them are in neighboring countries taking refuge because of the situation. And this is why the country Ukraine needs some kind of deliverance and support. It is time that the world calls for peace talks. And I think, on personal opinion, arresting Putin, much as the ICC has done, will it really amount to some sort of peace, or will it worsen the situation between Ukraine and Russia? Because we have seen clearly that Putin is a president that acts aggressively when maybe provoked. Is this issue of arrest warrant provoking President Putin, Vladimir? So someone was also asking, why is Miss Maria arrested? Now this is the High Commissioner for Children's Rights in Ukraine in the Russian Parliament or Federation to say. So she's entitled like to support the rights of children, but instead it is stated that she's responsible for unlawfully deporting children like from Ukraine to Russian territory, which is definitely against their human rights. So that's why all the judges issued arrest warrant for the two individuals. So by now, everyone is asking, will the step taken by the ICC bring in some sort of peace for Ukraine and maybe calm down the situation? Well, I don't know about that, but that was the democratic way to solve problems between two countries. We have also seen the G7 countries. Some of them are silent. They haven't taken sides to condemn the situation in Ukraine. Basically, they fear maybe to take sides. You know how Cold War can emerge so soon, so they're afraid of taking sides. However, the big fish like USA, we have seen President Biden on several occasions on media condemning the war in Ukraine, calling it unlawful. It is not necessary, violation of human rights and all that stuff. And we have also seen EU and UN plus NATO weighing into the extent of sending weapons to support President Zelensky in Ukraine. And all this kind of depicts some kind of tension and Cold War in there. But for now, we cannot simply declare the situation that is happening there, but we shall keep you posted on the inside, on the campus, because that's what we do. We give you information and we follow it to we follow it up until you get it right. Now, it's been a very good update. Thank you so much for being good listeners. Until next time, I remain your host, Irene. Do subscribe and keep the fun going. Bye.